Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, instead of the usual market shifts or big global events, we're drilling down into something, well, much more constant. It's the anatomy of essential daily communication.
That's right. Our source material is this really unique collection of foundational scripts. Dialogues covering pretty much every basic interaction you need to navigate daily life. You know, from just saying good morning all the way to confirming a flight booking.
Right, and our mission today is to analyze these scripts, understand the actual structure of how we communicate necessity. It goes way beyond just the words themselves.
It really does, and it's an extraordinary stack of sources because, well, at first glance, these scripts look almost deceptively simple. Like they're just the scaffolding underneath our complex lives. But when you dig in, you find these critical interactions are almost universally designed to confirm just one of three things: time, location, or status. The goal seems to be maximum information transfer with minimum cognitive load.
Okay, let's unpack this then. So if we accept that premise, the daily stability is built on these kinds of exchanges. We're essentially looking at maybe, the 75 core human necessities translated directly into efficient dialogue. We're not just analyzing what people say, but how the structure of that communication makes life function ideally smoothly.
Exactly. And probably the most primal of these necessity scripts start right where the day begins, the rhythms of routine, of domestic life.
Yeah, the morning script. It's brilliant, actually, how quickly it moves past the pleasantries. It immediately establishes, operating status. You start with, are you awake? Basic consciousness check. And then instantly pivots to the first logistical need. Do you want some coffee?
Right. Status confirmed, then straight to the practical. And it anchors the person in time almost immediately. Already 7:30.
That speed is critical, isn't it? These scripts seem to minimize friction by just skipping unnecessary preamble. Totally. The goal of this kind of domestic communication, as shown here, it's all about collaboration built on, confirmed status and shared necessity. We see it with food logistics, we need to buy some more bread, or task allocation, offering help with chores, I can wash them for you. Or even just acknowledging a shared problem, like a messy house. The problem's stated, and often a solution is offered almost instantaneously.
It's like an instant action plan. And that dependence on fixed points, on confirmed details, carries directly into the professional scripts too. You have the routine end time, usually finishing work at, say, 5 p.m.
Yep, that's a common one.
But even future commitments, like a big meeting or knowing you have a busy day tomorrow, it's always anchored to time. A big meeting at 3, or a lot of meetings planned for the next day.
It really demonstrates that predictability is a kind of resource, Even leisure gets scheduled around these confirmed anchors. Sleep needs to happen around 11 o'clock maybe. Social plans, meeting friends for dinner, they're often tethered to that 5 p.m. work finish. These scripts just make sure the day is organized by confirmed checkpoints. It creates certainty even when schedules are packed.
Okay, so once we've kind of mastered organizing our personal day, the next logical step is translating that organization into essential transactions, commerce, and care. Shifting gears a bit to the shopping scenarios and the sources, I noticed the language is just hyper-focused on reducing ambiguity instantly. Why is that sequence of information so critical in these transactional scripts?
Well, because transactional dialogue is essentially a decision funnel. The shopper needs basically 4 pieces of information, often in this specific order, to commit to the purchase. First, location. Where's the rice? Aisle 4, or milk in the back.
Right.
Second, availability and quality. Do you have any fresh apples? You wouldn't ask the price before you know if they even have it or where it is.
Makes sense. Then you hit the financial confirmation. Third is pricing and fit. Bananas are specifically $2 a kilo. A particular dress costs $45. It's fascinating how specific those numbers are. They really anchor the abstract script in cold, hard reality.
Exactly. And for clothing, the key confirmation is size, a medium size, before the logistical bit of trying it on. Changing rooms are on your right.
That logistical detail.
Precisely. And the final action is always that closing ritual. Are you ready to pay? Followed by confirming the mechanism, cash or card.
The entire script, really, it just exists purely to guide the transfer of goods or services efficiently.
We see that same need for procedural clarity when scheduling things, right? Like the example of Paul Smith trying to book a hospital appointment. The first variable confirmed is time. Is Thursday morning possible?
Once the 9 a.m. opening is confirmed and confirmed as perfect, the script immediately shifts. It goes straight to necessary documentation. Please bring your ID card with you.
And that request for the ID card, that's the non-negotiable step. It's required before the transaction, the appointment, can be legitimized. It really shows that even a script intended for care still needs that logistical checkpoint to proceed. And we see this transactional priority even when dining out. I mean, the characters might express a love for pizza or enjoy cooking at home, but the main purpose is achieved fast. Ordering, I'll have an orange juice, the chicken salad, and then concluding with that essential request, can we have the bill, please?
Okay, let's transition now to navigating location and travel.
Yeah.
When a person is actively moving, whether on a train or just walking, the dialogue gets stripped down even further, doesn't it? Maximizing efficiency.
Oh, absolutely. Public transit queries, they focus entirely on converting the unknown into like 3 fixed actionable data points. They rely heavily on confirmation of variables. First, you've got the destination check. Does this train go to the city center? Basic, but essential.
Right.
Second, timing. What time is the next bus? And the answer is usually precise. It comes in 10 minutes.
Reduces anxiety knowing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And third, cost and access. A ticket is $3 maybe, and a pass can be bought at the station. The traveler needs immediate, confirmed knowledge.
But if travel relies so much on constant confirmation, doesn't that make the script inherently fragile? Like, if a landmark changes, the whole script for giving directions could break down.
That's a good point, and that's where the language optimization comes in. The scripts tend to rely on actions and known constants. When giving directions on foot, the language is very prescriptive. Go straight and then turn left at the corner. Very action-oriented. And the really fascinating shift here is how these scripts immediately convert distance, which is abstract, into the sort of cognitive currency of time. The bank isn't just nearby, it's only a 5-minute walk.
Interesting.
It sets clear expectations for effort, not just physical distance.
That's a great point, using time as the ultimate measurement of logistical certainty. We see that same kind of procedural roadmap in the hotel check-in script too. It's like a ritual to establish temporary logistical stability.
Precisely. The confirmation starts with the identifier, the last name Smith. Then the necessary logistical facts are just dumped immediately. Here's the key card. Breakfast time is 7 to 10. Checkout is by 11 in the morning. All the core parameters.
And of course, the modern constant tech access. Confirmed by the Wi-Fi password, guess 123.
Right. It's all about confirming every necessary parameter for a stable, if temporary, existence.
Okay, let's look at our final segment here. Social connections and problem solving. It seems even the scripts for meeting people or making friends stick to this efficiency model of time, location, and status.
Oh, absolutely. That introduction script between Paul and Maria, it's an incredibly data-dense exchange when you break it down. Who they are, my name is Paul, I'm Maria. Where they're from, I'm from Spain. And what they do, I am a doctor at the hospital. That's the essential social status delivered in, 3 concise lines?
Yeah, very efficient.
Yeah.
And that status confirmation seems to lead directly into planning. Scheduling a date, for example. It involves confirming availability, are you free on Friday evening? Suggesting the activity, see a movie, and then confirming the logistics, meet outside the cinema at 6 o'clock.
It's a confirmation loop, exactly. Every step confirms the next potential action.
And when we look at the leisure activities listed in the sources, things like reading books, watching movies, playing tennis, learning the guitar,
Yeah, the hobby section.
what stands out there?
Well, what's interesting is that these are often sort of self-improvement or controllable low-resource activities. Playing tennis requires a partner maybe, but reading, movies, learning guitar, they represent ways to achieve a kind of internal status stability, perhaps, when the external world feels complex or unpredictable.
That ties into the vacation planning too, which is highly logistical. You know, after a nice, relaxing trip to the beautiful beaches in Spain,
Sounds lovely.
the preference for the next holiday is stated. Somewhere with mountains. A different status, maybe, but the script quickly confirms a necessary financial action.
Ah, yes, the practical part. They must book the flight now before prices go up.
Right. Status, location, time, and money are all woven together there.
And finally, those troubleshooting scripts. They are probably the most direct examples of this kind of functional triage. They prioritize immediate action over, say, emotional processing. If a laptop isn't working, the immediate solution suggested is try to restart it. It's the simplest, lowest effort script available. Go to solution number 1.
It's almost comforting, isn't it? How quickly these scripts jump to a practical solution. If the phone battery is low, the status update, my battery's low, is immediately followed by a resource confirmation. I have a charger you can use.
Yeah, problem, solution. Very direct.
Even simple communication problems get solved efficiently. If someone can't hear you very well, The speaker agrees to try to speak a little louder. These scripts just seem built for mutual functional support, keeping things moving.
So if we connect all this back to the bigger picture, these dialogues really demonstrate that stability, our daily stability, is largely a function of information clarity. The sheer efficiency of these scripts suggests that human language, at least in daily functional life, isn't primarily optimized for complex, nuanced expression. It seems optimized for minimizing the cognitive load around those three critical variables: time, location, and status.
Yeah, this collection really does provide us with a kind of blueprint for a low-friction existence, doesn't it? And by anchoring these generalized scripts with those specific details we mentioned, Paul Smith being a doctor, the dress costing exactly $45, they show us how stability is maintained in the mundane, everyday stuff.
Exactly. And even the final social pleasantries, things like, "It was very nice talking to you," or confirming shared context about the environment, like the weather forecast predicting it will be sunny all day. It demonstrates the full cycle of a successful daily script: confirmation, followed by closure, and often a plan or outlook for the future.
It's interesting you mentioned that closure. These dialogues seem to reveal that almost every successful interaction ends with either a confirmation or some kind of plan for the future.
That's a key observation.
Which raises an important final question, I think. Considering all these scenarios we've discussed and their deep reliance on confirmed variables, which type of daily confirmation do you think is actually the most critical for avoiding major inconvenience? Is it financial confirmation, logistical confirmation, or maybe social confirmation? What causes the biggest disruption when it fails?